What'd you say?
What's going on, good people? Byron here with my guy Thad, and we're here for another
What's going on?
wholesale show, or I should just say real estate investor show, because I'm kind of wholesaling, kind of flipping, kind of buying, holding a little bit right now. So, um, yeah, we're here for a real estate investor show, man. If you're interested in investing in real estate, you're in the place to be. And we're here on a Monday, right? Mindset Monday, right? And in this show, we're going to talk about you quitting your 9 to 5 and go full time wholesaling real estate, right? Or buying, holding real estate, or flipping real estate. So just that mentality. Sorry about that. I had to turn that thing off. Just that mentality of, okay, I'm gonna go and do this. Maybe you start like me. What I did was I was at my 9 to 5 and I was wholesaling at the same time. Different than what Thad had going on. Thad was Thad. How did your journey kind of happen, Thad, from 9 to 5 to wholesale?
Um, well, my journey was like, I was working full time in Afghanistan, and Byron would message me message me every couple of months, trying to get me to leave my job, quit my job. But I quit my job. I mean, between Byron and my wife, I quit my job, and then when I came back to the States, I wasn't sure if I was gonna try to find another job, but I was like, let me at least give this thing a chance. You know, and I came all the way here. Might as well, try it. And I listened to the real estate investor next door. It worked, and it's been 2 years
The rest
of
is history.
wholesaling full time. You said what?
The rest is history.
The rest is history.
What's going on? Portia in the house. My Facebook family chiming in, man. I didn't know I
Facebook
could get
in the house.
comments from Facebook. I didn't know. My people from Facebook could comment and we see it. So I guess your platform, that your number one platform,
Number one
Facebook. You
platform. You
know,
can use
you know.
Facebook for
Again, thanks
everything.
for chiming in. So we got Ali in the building. Ali said, "I'm at my 9 to 5, working from home makes it easy to do marketing for sure." But like I was saying, man, like you can be at your 9 to 5 and wholesale at the same time, as long as you got access to a phone, really just a phone, and you can get it done. You just need, like Dad said, an internet connection, right?
Yeah, just need an internet connection.
You got to have an internet connection, and I had that problem at my job sometimes. Like in the building, like my internet would be messing up. I would have to walk outside and call people to get them on the phone. So, I would have a class in there and I had like co-teacher or something, like, hey man, I'll be right back. Or I get up there and do a whole bunch of teaching, knowing I'm gonna have to go make a call. I get up there and teach a lot, and I'm like, hey man, I'll be right back. Go over there, go outside, make my call, man. A couple of times it's like, hey, I ain't got no co-teacher. I'm looking around like, hey, I have a bathroom. Get on that phone and call. Get on that phone and call, man. So, close the deal. Sometimes it was so bad that, hey, I'm right here in the classroom with the kids, talking to the seller, man. Calling from the school phone, man. Calling her from the school phone. So, yeah, man. You can do it. It's definitely doable. So you can definitely do it at your 9 to 5. I would say in order to do it at your 9 to 5, a couple things that you need to set in place first, especially if you're going to do it from a phone. But it's definitely doable. So Porsche said, "What's up? What's up, Porsche?" My guy Cordero always coming through, man. Said made it my goals to go full time and wholesaling before I was even ready. That's probably what you should do. You should go full time before you're ready. I went full time after I was ready. They're like, man, you gotta leave your job. You gotta leave your job.
Yeah.
you know. But I was like, nah, I'm staying.
Oh, where?
Yeah.
Oh, like I'm reading Keaton's comment. Look, I'm skipping ahead. What's up, man?
Keaton said,
I see.
"What's
Said
up?" Keaton, a
where I've
heavy hitter,
been.
man. We gotta get him on the show for sure.
I've been around. I think when I was here Friday. Was I here Friday? Was I here
No,
Thursday?
no. Oh,
Not
you
yet.
came Friday. You missed like Thursday and Wednesday or something like that. You missed a few shows.
I had a slip though. I had a slip. I had to be a driver for somebody, but yeah, I had a slip. I had a slip. But I was here Friday. I've been around. What's been up, man? What's been going on?
What's up, man? Cass coming through, man. Cass, like I said, Cass tipped us to launch control, man. And shoot, that was big, man. Like I tell people, like I told people from the beginning, it's like I'm learning wholesaling as much as you learning. So, I'm learning for you, you learning for me. I'm learning, I'm still learning. That's why at first I was like, I can't teach nobody wholesaling. I'm still just out here just learning. I'm still out here figuring it out, but so
You
still
know
trying to
enough.
figure it out, man, day by day. Do what?
I said, you know enough.
Yeah, I guess I know enough to get something done. I know
They
enough to
said,
be dangerous.
they said each one teach one.
Yeah, each one teach one. I know just enough to be dangerous. At least I got the ammunition to be dangerous. I got the ammo. For sure. Just gotta learn how to use that ammo just right. So, man, I closed on a property on Friday, man, and went out today to go check it out. Man, the seller had cleaned up real nice. I'm like, God dang, we really appreciate that, man. Seller cleaned up the house real good. Everything shiny, stuff like that. So usually, like, they leave a complete mess. but but yeah, man, it was good and shiny. So I did that today. Uh Talked to some buyers today, had a meeting with a buyer today. So today was a good day, Thad. What's happening in your day today?
What was happening my day today? I talked to a seller about seeing their property. He's one of my pre distress properties. It's a special distress list. What they call it, G5 classified pre
Oh, yeah,
foreclosure
yeah,
list.
yeah, yeah.
But
Some inside on the inside man.
yeah, in inside. But so I got one of those, but silly me, I actually don't have a buy. I don't have like any real buyers in that city. It's in Port Smith, Virginia. Any of y'all got some buyers in Port Smith,
Keith
Virginia?
probably do.
I got a contract. I got a house under contract in Port Smith, Virginia right now. Uh, holla at me. I need to move this, but we got like 15 days before I have to do something.
we
So
we got like 15 days.
yeah, we got like 15 days. So it gives y'all time to even find buyers.
Yeah,
You
y'all
know,
go find me somebody out
yeah, we got 15 days.
here.
But yeah. So that's what I was working on today. I'm glad that that list. I have been planning like that pre foreclosure list for a couple months now, as you know. So to see that it finally bore fruit and it was a small list, like I think it was like, I don't know, I probably spent like maybe $50 skip tracing that list or something, $70 or something. So the only thing I had to, like, it was just networking. I guess like Keith was saying, just networking. But yeah, like $50, cheap list, almost wholesaling for free.
Yeah, almost.
Almost.
Yeah, you just got to network
So,
and connect with the right people. So Portia said, interested, want to know more. If you want to know more about wholesaling, you in the right place, man. This is what we do. We talk wholesale real estate. Like I said, I was working my 9 to 5, started wholesaling, got out of the 9 to 5, and been running ever since. And that, from Afghanistan to 100 grand wholesaling. So, you got two people that's been at it, and living proof that it worked, right?
it works.
I know, shoot. At first, I was super skeptical, but I'd be skeptical of everything though. But definitely super skeptical of wholesaling, especially with Flipman with the cartoons. So, but anyway, that's my guy though. Flipman, my guy. But shoot, man, yeah. If you want to learn more about wholesaling, it's definitely a place to be. We hit every day. So Jordan says, do you try to get tenants out before closing? Gotta get them out before closing. At least me, mandatory, unless the buyer's willing to take them on. That's it. Me, if I'm getting it, tenants out. I ain't taking no tenants. So Keith says, as long as you keep networking, yep. Cass, my guy, said, Thad, you look like you have a lot on your mind. Talk to us, bro. You have that knowledge.
Hey,
Me and Thad be talking Thad. Thad, when I first started doing this, Thad was like, don't be getting on there telling them all.
Hey, man. Watch your mouth, man.
We gotta keep this stuff to ourselves.
Cass, am I like a book? Am I like a book? You reading me? But maybe, but I don't know if I should tell him this, Byron. I don't know. Some things gotta stay secret. I just say, the pre foreclosure list. Just think about how could you get a list of this right here is I feel like this is still a game. How can I get a list of foreclosed people who are going to foreclose before it might get on Propstream or something? Like, how would that be possible? Think about how what's the solution to that question, and then maybe you'll have the answer. Because I sometimes like y'all be asking us questions, and when I think about y'all questions, I'm like, that's a good idea.
Thank you for making me think of that.
So I'm just gonna ask you a question, and then let you simmer on that for a couple of days or something. Maybe I'll talk about it later.
They said Thad got to join us next Sunday in the elite group.
In the elite group? I'm getting the invite to the elite group.
Cause you invited by Cordero, baby.
Oh man,
they can't get enough of you, Thad.
Oh man.
Oh man. So, dude, George says, what do you say to get the tenants out? Tenants property have to be vacant before closing. Property got to be vacant at closing. You don't never mention that the tenants could possibly stay.
Don't mention it. Don't let them know. Don't let them know it's a possibility until they tell you it's a problem.
They got to be vacant. Let them know, hey, the property got to be vacant at closing. Just let them know it got to be vacant at closing. No, not a peep about tenants remaining inside. Got to get them out. So do either you market on the weekends? Saturdays, I have done Saturdays, so for sure. I know Thad has done some Saturdays.
Yeah. I'm working on the weekend. Yeah. You gotta be careful on lead stripper though. You gotta be careful on lunch control. You text on Saturday, it means they're getting text on Sunday, most definitely. So you better unless you just put the list with the one phone number, they're gonna be getting text on Sundays. And you might have a problem. I don't text on Sunday. I don't call sellers on Sunday. Yeah. Only if it's like I have to, but especially not somebody I've never not out in the blue, on Sunday.
Hey, but if I happen to look at launch control and they texting me on a Sunday,
he said that's a deal.
11 o'clock at night. If they text me at 11. Woo! I know that's a good deal.
Yeah, that's true.
They had the wheel of the night thinking about getting rid of this property.
That's true.
Like let me go ahead and respond to them, man. So, Cass,
yeah, man, you got to think of the question, man.
So, Keith said the county. Well, they got something bigger than the county.
I got something other than the county. So, I missed last night.
What missed out last night?
What I missed out? Group. What's up, Ali? What I missed out on?
The elite group. The elite group.
The elite group.
Yeah. So.
Man, I don't know if I'm in the elite group, but Cordero invited me, so I don't know. Maybe I gotta do the next Sunday or something.
So Jordan says, "What if the tenant's lease isn't over yet?" So in that case, you definitely want to talk to your buyers to see if your buyer would be interested in keeping the tenant, right? Or you could do a cash for keys. I've done that. Thad had talked about, one situation where I had to do that. So you can do a cash for keys. Like everybody got a number now. Everybody got a number. So Cash your keys is big. And it so that's what I was
Hey,
doing. Like, I've done one of those. And
one
I
more
had to get.
thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my bad. I was just gonna say one more thing that we didn't mention is that sometimes you might just be extend the closing. You know, like if the lease is gonna end in 90 days or something. All right, can we close in 91 days? You know, if you don't need the money right then, like we pushed them back before. Like, okay, if your buyer's okay with that price, you know, it depends on if the market's going up or going down. If the market's going up, the buyer's like, oh, I got it locked in at this price. That's great. If the market's going down, the buyer might be like, we need to close on this ASAP, you know. But
Yeah,
but you could extend the closing maybe depending on how much longer the lease is.
but yeah, cash keys. Everybody got a number, man. Everybody got a number. You just gotta make the numbers work. And let's say if you got them at, because I think on that deal, I had to sell at like 205, and the buyer was at 225, and I did a cash keys, but I made the seller reduce the price. Right, I made the seller reduce the price to cover half of the cash keys, and I covered the other half of the cash keys, and then we just ran it like that. So that was
You
pretty.
paid your half up front though, right?
I paid my half up front, and because the sellers was on the purchase price reduction, right? So I paid less. But you can do that. It's like, let's say if it's 10 grand, let's say I'm gonna give them 10 grand, but you're gonna have to come down 10 grand on your price. You know what I'm saying? And then let's say, hey, you may have to give them, but I gave the seller all 5 grand though. You know what I'm saying? I gave the seller all 5 grand out of my pocket, right?
Yeah.
So maybe you have to give them, some money. I gave him half of it up front, and then I gave him half of it. I gave him the other half once it was vacant. Everything out of that mug, and they handed me the keys. Then I gave him the other half, right? So, like that was a big thing. So yeah, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. So Jamie Buck said, "What's up with y'all? Would y'all recommend sharing launch control with another person?" What you say, that?
That's why we're here. That's how we got here. Sharing with another person. So I most definitely recommend that. Just make sure that it's somebody you can like trust or somebody y'all like vibe, because y'all kind of gonna be like together for a long time, because your lead's gonna be in there, their lead's gonna be in there. But we most definitely big proponents of splitting bills because it gets cheaper the higher the package that you buy. So you'll be able to buy, a bigger package with your fund, or maybe you already got the money. If you got a lot of money, then you probably don't need to
If
do it.
you got a lot of
But
money, you want to split it too, and it just
but
lower the punch, because like there's gonna be dry times. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be hard times where now that you lowered, if you never lowered that punch, let's say if you was taking all the responsibilities, when the hard time comes, it gets really draining. But
yeah.
if you squatting up and sharing, then it lowers the punch when the hard time does come. Good thing we sharing this thing, and now your accounts look a little different.
And
You
you can
know
go on
what I mean?
vacation and not have your whole business shut down if you
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
leave for a
Go on
couple of
vacation,
days.
whole business don't shut down. You got other people looking at it. Or maybe you just missed something. And you got other people looking at it, and they may see something that you ain't seen, or. But it's always just good to have another person, because they always, another brain that's thinking. You know what I'm saying? Thinking up of the next thing, thinking up, another person that's connecting too. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I may get a connection that Thad didn't get, or Thad may get a connection that I didn't get, and now we just bouncing stuff back and forth. Now you got twice the power. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got twice the power.
Running on dual core dual
Yeah.
core process.
Yeah, man. You're running on dual core out this thing, man. Yeah, you got twice the power, man. So I think that's a big thing, man. And you find a person that's willing to work with you like that, and ain't afraid to share stuff, and not trying to hold stuff back. You just like, you genuinely just want to share stuff with each other and help each other out, stuff like that. I think that's big. If you can get that, you definitely better take it. I know that. So um let's see. James Buck said, and could two people send out text at the same time? What you do is Thad send out your. Yeah, I think you can send out text at the same time, but Thad would go on send out his. He send out his text, and I go on send out my text. Even if you had to do it at different times, you say, hey, look. At 9 o'clock, you send yours out. At 10 o'clock, I'm sending mine out. So if you don't send yours out by 10 o'clock, that's when I'm sending mine out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna send them out. It's rare that you guys are sending out at the same time.
But they can send them out at the same time. It'll be hard keeping account of the numbers. Like if you're trying to make sure y'all do, like I sent this many batches.
Sure. But it does have it right there, so you can see, hey, you send out, 15 batches when you only supposed to send out 12 batches. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be cool enough with that person to be like, whatever, because I know I've screwed some stuff up. Like, Thad's like, what are you doing?
That's this man doing, man.
I didn't know.
You got Stevie Wonder here playing in lunch control, man. Man. This guy doing? Who this new person we hired? Who this person?
Who is this?
Var's like, I had a day off from school. Like,
I had a day off from school. I'm jumping in here, messing all kind of stuff up.
Who this new guy?
Yeah, dude, trust me, man. I was telling Thad, what happened? Like, one of our VAs is out, so I had to send a contract. I'm like, man, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know how to send no contract no more, man.
It's been a long time.
It's like, it's like, dude, I don't even know how to do this stuff. Like, I don't know how to run the ship. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I fired myself from doing that a long time ago, man. So you start putting people in places, you have to stay, man, I need to be trained. Like I gotta get my workers to train me back up on how to get stuff.
That new Podio.
Yeah. Do what?
I said that new Podio. I'm like,
yeah. Laura, about the only person down to run the dirt Podio. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. So delegating and getting people in your business to do certain stuff is big. And like man, Thad was talking about. You get better during these downtimes. And when that thing starts spinning back around, start coming back around, that's when you really take advantage of, what you've learned and how far you've gone with learning how to get deals done. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's big. Everybody talking about the downtime, like the downtime is when you grind and get better. You got to know that the downtime's coming. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't always gonna be winning. You're gonna take some L's, but when you winning, you gotta win real good. And when you taking L's, you gotta figure out a way to minimize the losses, until you can get back to winning. So yeah, man, I think that's a big thing. But when you talking about quitting a 9 to 5, mentally, even me, like shoot, I was making way more than my 9 to 5, way more. I'm getting these little 5-something K checks from the school. I'm like, I don't even notice them. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't even feel it. It's like, and I don't mean to say that, any kind of thing looking at me like, I don't mean to say that any kind of way, but it was just the truth. At the time, it's like, those little 5K checks was like, oh dang, that I didn't know that was in my account. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. It felt like charity work or something like that, man. I'm just showing for the time that I was putting in. For the amount of time that I was putting in, I'm showing up to this building every day, spending the whole day at this building, dealing with,
You know who you sound like. I mean, I don't mean this in a bad way. I mean this in a good way.
Go ahead.
But you know how when Donald Trump was like, when I become president, I'm just gonna give my whole salary. I don't even notice the salary. But I was like, I could have gave that salary to the Boys and Girls Club. I wouldn't have noticed. Am I here? Did I get paid?
I ain't that big time now. I ain't that big time.
You said you donated your salary to a charity or something.
Maybe that's how he felt, but it just was so true. It's just like a drop in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like, dude, I don't know. Especially during that time, because I was just pumping out 100 grand. I started like pumping out 100 grand, 100 grand, 100 grand, 100 grand. You make 50K in a month. It's like, it's like,
And you sleep.
yeah, it's a regular month. You know what I'm saying? What's 5 grand? You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's, I don't know. But anyways, it's just, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
But even with that, I still struggled to quit my 9 to 5. I
He
still
sure
struggled.
did. He ain't lying.
I struggled mentally to say, okay, I'm gonna leave it. Even though I was making like almost my salary every month, I would make my salary every month, right? And I still struggled to just walk away from it. But I read a book, Courage is Calling. It was a real good book, and it just talks about like, hey, if you don't do this, courage is calling you to do this. You don't do it. It's like, who the heck gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna leave this hard, challenging things for your kids. And it's like you out here living, boy. You really living if you ain't going out here and taking risks, taking chances, trying to do what you really want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you just playing it safe, I'm just gonna stay here at this job, play it safe. I ain't gonna
Not get on planes.
Oh yeah, I need to do. I'm up for it. I told Shanae, I'll go. No need of dying on the land and never seeing anything.
Guys, I got married in Colombia.
No, don't even go that
I
fast.
invited Byron to Colombia multiple times before I ever was going to get married, and after I was going to get married. And I don't know. He didn't make it. He didn't make it down there.
I have to say that he was trying to get me to fly Spirit though.
Nothing wrong with Spirit. Byron, I was trying to save him money for wholesaling, but yeah, I was trying to get him to fly Spirit.
Yeah, so Alex said, "Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, Alex?
What's up, man?" Nick on IG said, "Do you miss teaching at times?" I don't know about that. I mean, shoot, I don't know about that, man. But I do want to have an impact on younger people because it's like I remember when I was coming out of school, and Thad maybe experienced this too. Maybe there was I know Thad probably had more of a concept of this than me. Like I didn't think that I could go out here and create something and build something that could be like this. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't in my brain, to even think up something like that. That I can go and make money out of nothing, basically. Let alone anything about real estate. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know a lot of that stuff. So that's why I think, man, if I just can go put Rich Dad Poor Dad in the hands of some kids, that'd be awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's like that'd be great. That's better than teaching. You know what I'm saying? It's like just to help those kids out.
You sound like a missionary or a pilgrim or something.
No,
like, if I could just go to this village and give them rich and poor dad, change their whole life. That's what this guy said. If I just go door to door, have you heard a good word? I got something to tell you. Do you know about Robert Kiyosaki? He's got a message for you.
You gotta think. It's like, most kids think that, if I ain't graduating high school, if I ain't making good grades, if I ain't going to college, then I'm a failure. In high school, it's like, Dad, what college are you going to? I'm not going anywhere. You
see my grades?
You gonna be a failure. You ain't going though. You ain't doing nothing. Most people are shunned if you better be going to college or you gonna be a nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you better just run to the military.
I joined the Air Force. I got worried. Byron was in the university, and I was like, man, everybody out here doing something.
but
look right.
But my thing is like, dude, there's other stuff that you could really do, and I know that may seem like regular to some people, but it's not regular to everybody, that you can go out here and do stuff, create stuff, build stuff, create businesses, all this other stuff, real estate stuff, passive income stuff, all that kind of stuff, even personal development stuff. Like that's not common among a lot of people. So just to get that kind of stuff out there, I think that's what I really want to do, teaching that versus teaching, about George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and
You teaching now?
yeah, teaching it
Teaching
now.
wholesale, yeah. You
That's why
teaching
I feel
wholesale?
good about it. That's why I was telling somebody the other day. They was like, "Hey, you want to go back to teach?" Like, dude, I teach people on YouTube how
Teach
to
every
do
day,
this
man.
thing.
I teach
I feel
thousands.
really
I
good about
teach
it.
more people. You teach more people now than you teach
Yeah,
thousands of people.
yeah. It took me years to teach thousands of people, but then now I can teach people, real easy. Some of them even jump on here while they at the school because they ain't doing nothing in that classroom anyways. But anyways, so Ali said your school never asked you to come back and speak to the kids, bro. Nah. Like, dude, they ain't worried about none of that stuff, man. Man, most of your school is like it's just a big daycare center, man. They just trying to get them kids in, get them fed, and get them home. This is, big daycare center, baby. So teaching that mastermind for sure, no doubt, man. Teaching that mastermind big for me. Trudy is coming through on IG, man. Shout out to Trudy on IG. So let me see. Anybody else I miss? Somebody asked about the elite group. Where's the elite group on IG? So the elite group is you can check out the link in the description of this video. So we'll have a link in the description for the elite group. The elite group meets twice a month with me, and I go over like my actual deals and the numbers and all that stuff, how I'm getting them and everything. And I go over like one big concept, showing people how I do the business and stuff like that. And they able to spend time with me, in a small group setting. Um, and FaceTime, and we just going and answering all the questions where you can sit there and just talk to me. And there's other heavy hitters on there that gonna share their stuff too. And I'm usually sharing like people that I'm using to buy my properties and stuff like that. I share that stuff on there too. So if you're interested in a elite group, you can go on YouTube if you're on IG, and you can check out the link. It's usually at the bottom, and you could be part of the elite group, man. I love to hook my elite group up with all kind of stuff. And it also comes with like helpful documents and stuff like that. Like it comes with the contract that I have, all that other good stuff, good links, some VA lists where you can get VAs to work for you, and all kind of other little stuff that can help you in this wholesale journey. So
Does it
that,
come with links to launch control, Propstream, for people to maybe
yeah,
get? Okay, okay.
yeah.
I'm always
Also,
pushing Byron to get his links out there, so
link to prop stream is below. You can go get yourself some prop stream. If you getting launch control,
high
link
speed to
below.
lead.
iSpeedtolead, which is a really good one. The link below, man. You check out the link below. It's a lot of stuff that can help you out. But like I said, that elite group also is below, and the mastermind if you're interested in that. So are your buyers upset? Oh, hold on. My screen just went out. Dad, can you read that question?
Are your buyers upset that you're taking most of the deals yourself to flip, man?
You
That
are
what they are.
crazy, man. I actually had a conversation with my buyers today. I was just telling them I was flipping these properties, and they was just asking me about them. I'm gonna send it over to them to see what kind of offer I can get. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the one I really haven't started on. I'm gonna send it over to them. If they willing to buy it and I can make 30, 40 grand, I may just get rid of it because I got multiple flips going on at the same time. It's like, shoot, I may be willing to get rid of one of them at least. I got some other properties that I'm sending over to them too that I'm about to get under contract. But yeah, man, it's telling you, man, I love this January right here, man. Like, if I could just keep this going and, the uptick from January, it'd be pretty good. I like this. I like this January. So, it's been pretty good, man. Super excited about where things are headed. Seems like, from what I'm hearing, seems like buyers are starting to come back, so be on the lookout. Everybody's scared of wholesaling right now, so might be the perfect time. Just slide on in, and get connected with some buyers and really get yourself going. So, but yeah, man, what do you think that?
No, I agree. I feel like the market was super hot, then it was like a flash freeze or something. Now it's thawing, so we about to like telling one of my templates, right? We about to be back in the summertime. Everything's looking up. I mean, it's looking real good. I've talked to people all across the United States, and everybody's saying the same thing that the market's picking up in multiple cities. So it's a good time to wholesale.
So Cordero said, "Can we get some disposition tips after you already got the deal under contract? Send it out to people, man. Send it out to all the buyers that you know. Call all the agents in the area. Um, Connect with other wholesalers, right? Connect with other wholesalers, that might be in the area or might not be in the area, but just thought, hey man, you got anybody over here? Hey man, you got, just connect with people, man, and ask questions, connect with people, ask tons of questions, man. So like that's what I would say. Once you got dealing contract, call up agents in the area, connect with wholesalers in the area. Um, and just start asking them questions, right? I think that's big. What you think that?
No, I most definitely agree with everything you said. Don't forget, you got people like was it Keithon with the
Man, Keith on the heavy hitter.
Keithon with the what is it now?
Investor left. Investor
Investor
left.
Lift. You got people like Keithon with Investor Lift. I'm sure he might be able to help you out. But yeah, like Byron said, networking, talking to people. Um, that's the best way. Make sure that your buyers at least have them think that you have other buyers, like there. So at least they might not give you their lowest,
Yeah.
offer. They might give you the second from lowest offer because they
And,
think you might have somebody else.
and
Don't let them
sometimes
know
I'll
they
send it
need the
with
only
no
person.
asking price.
You said what?
Sometimes I'll send it with no asking price.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Right, it's like just let me know what you can do. Like I've sent property to
yeah,
somebody and they're like, nah, that don't work, or they don't respond. I call them up, it's like, dude, just give me a number. Just give me
yeah. I
something,
do that.
and I'm gonna go back and try to make it work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just give me something, and I'm gonna try to go back and make it work. And so, like, that's one I think is big. Like, if you ain't getting no traction on it, call everybody back and say, hey, what number works right here? What's the best number? So Daniel says, what's the ratio of deals you keep the flip versus the ones you wholesale? I don't know, man. I'm just starting to really flip good, and so I'm kind of trying to figure that out right now. So that's a good thing that you asked that question like that. So y'all ask the perfect questions. Like I
Yeah,
said,
it is.
that's the thing. We ain't like Max Maxwell, where we done got it all figured out, or we know exactly all. We know all the questions. We ain't gurus, right? We people who have learned this thing and are just doing deals, but we ain't no gurus where we just know it all. I'm be able to answer every one of your questions. It's like, we ain't no freaking gurus. We just learning. We've learned more than most. And we just got just enough ammunition to be dangerous, right? So I'm pretty sure that in the military people, maybe got a word for somebody who got ammunition. Really don't know exactly everything that they're doing, but they're dangerous, right? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
The word is dangerous. That's exactly.
yeah.
That's the word. You got dangerous.
So Jay Buck said you guys interested I guess buying and holding commercial properties. If you got
Mhm.
commercial properties, send them to me, man. I'm interested in commercial properties, actually, mainly multi-family properties. But if you got any other commercial, I got some people that's interested in buying commercial though. So you can send it to me. We jumping on 40 minutes, man. So I'm about to jump off this thing, man. Got some stuff to run, go do tonight. Got to get my running in. Thad walking, I'm running. So I
Yeah,
gotta
you
go
running like a politician.
do what?
It says you running like a politician.
Running like a politician. Running like a politician. So I gotta get my running in. Thad, no. I told him I'm losing. I gotta lose 50 more
Yeah,
pounds.
you told us.
to shame Thad,
Yeah,
shame
you told
Thad,
us. We all heard it already. Yeah,
shame Thad into
we ain't
losing
forgot.
weight. You
We ain't
know,
forgot.
yeah, man. So to shame Thad into losing weight, I get my running in every day, eat 1,000 calories,
You're
try
trying
to
to bully me.
and so I can really burn it. So that's what I'm trying to do. So we're gonna see that. We're gonna see how it all works
We gonna see. We gonna
out.
see.
Give me 3 months.
Three
And
months. I think you about to say like 3 weeks.
no, dude, are you crazy? So give me. I mean, I'm gonna make progress, but give me 3 months, and we'll see. I'd already lost 10 pounds.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm still on the road, man. Still on the road. So, man, appreciate y'all coming through.
I'll
Till
see
next
y'all later. I'll be
tomorrow.
back. I'll be back tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
If Byron let me know, I'll be back tomorrow.
You'll be back tomorrow. Thursday, we got a special guest, man. I got Ty the investor. It's coming through on Thursday, man. It's gonna be huge, man. So me and Thad is gonna be asking questions. If y'all got questions y'all want, him to answer, go ahead and let us know, and we'll make sure we get your questions answered. So,
Yeah, I won't let him skip
and y'all
over.
can leave those comments below, man. Y'all got a question for Tiny Investor, leave your comments below. And if it's somebody else y'all want us to bring on the show, leave it below. We're gonna try to bring whoever on the show. We're gonna go big, Dad. We're gonna try to bring. We got.
Hoping somebody asks for like Michael Jordan or something like.
Yeah, we'll try to get them on the show, man.
Shannon
Nah,
Sharp. Where you go?
we're gonna try to get some real estate guys on here for real, though, man. Hopefully, I can get Flip. You think Flip man to come on for me,
I
Dad?
I think he might show up and show out.
So
I
y'all
think
let
he
us know.
got an hour.
Yeah, y'all let us know who y'all want to see, man. Because this is the people show. Maybe we should name the People's
The
Wholesale
people,
Show.
the people show.
The People's Wholesale Show.
Yeah, the people wholesale show. I like it.
Yeah, man, this is the People Show. So, but anyways, we'll see y'all later, man. Appreciate y'all
Catch
coming
y'all
through.
later,
Tomorrow.
man.
Peace out.